truth. All right, let's do an order picking video. This video is going to be like a summary of everything that sold for the week, or most everything that sold for the week. Let's get into what sold. Okay, it is now Tuesday. I'm going to pick some orders. Didn't ship Monday only because I only had a couple items that needed to go out. So I do have 2 days shipping on everything. So because of that, it was a couple of low dollar items. I'm just going to put everything Tuesday and then go out for Wednesday. So the first thing that we had is this Peanuts puzzle. Picked this up, retail arbitrage at a local kind of like media entertainment store. Paid, I think, $3 for that. And you can see what I got for it on the screen. Just took an offer, ready to get rid of it. Then I had 2 G.I. Joe pieces that sold. One of them is in here. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. It was that guy. And I bought a lot of this stuff online. This is actually, I'm gonna call it an eBay arbitrage find. You can see what I got for that. And then the other thing is in here, and it might be a little bit challenging to find. Let's see if I can see it off the top of my head. If not, all right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this guy out. Okay, so it was down in there. This is like a part slot for a G.I. Joe vehicle. I got $9.80 for that. All right, the next thing is a hat. And it's over here in the tub called Dog. And it's one of these. And you see I got a lot of these guys. And this was just a hopeful guess when I bought these. I bought a whole bunch of them. I think there may have been 15 or so. And I bought them all for $10. Not a high value hat, but there's 15 of them, and this is the third or fourth one I sold for $6.80. Okay, 2 things sold on the media shelf. I just recently listed these, just some things I had laying around. I just want to get some listings out. So this guy sold for $11.80. Pretty nice Blu-ray. And then down here I sold a Bible, just listed this one, and that sold for $29.80. And then a couple of more things that I already picked that I laid out because I have these hanging in a closet. Some of the jackets I keep in another room. And this guy here sold. So this is a vintage, I think maybe even from the 70s, starter jacket, Notre Dame. Really nice jacket, great condition. Bought it from a guy at a yard sale who had this since new, and he was a big Notre Dame fan. And then also sold a woman's Columbia ski suit. Just listed this too, but this is the season, so I kind of expected it. So got about $40 for that. Okay, 2 more things sold. So it's still Tuesday, we're gonna go ahead and pull them. It's another little plush. I guess it makes sense. People are buying plush for Christmas. Another little small dollar item, but I think we got about $6 for him. A little Paddington Bear, so cute. I think this is a vintage-ish Paddington Bear, $6. And the next thing is a sweater. A figure, it's probably in here. I've been staying away from clothes recently as much as possible, unless it's something easy to sell, easy to list too. Let's see, it's a buckle BKE sweater. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, so this thing was in here the whole time. On the picture, which you'll see, and I didn't get much for this, but it's brown. I mean, in the video, it clearly looks brown. And in my description, I say brown, but I was looking at the picture and it looks a little bluish purple. All right, got a few more orders that came in, and my sister's gonna ship, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them real quick. And this guy right here sold. He came from a thrift store, a couple bucks, sold for 12 bucks. And the last thing that goes out is gonna be this guy right here. So I listed some media the other day and put it on the shelf, just some things that I had that I didn't need. This guy sold really quick for 10 bucks. And a transformer sold. So I kind of stocked up on toys before the season. I knew this would happen. When I say I knew what would happen is that toys would sell. I sold this guy here for $55. I actually bought 3 of these at Ross not too long ago. I sold one already and I kept one for myself and I paid $25 a piece. And the other thing that sold is right here. So before I put everything in, I'm going to pull it out. And this is just a couple of G.I. Joe vehicles for parts. Essentially, they're not complete. They're not super in demand as far as what they are for the year and collectible. Okay, let's pull a couple of orders. When it rains, it pours. It's funny how it works. I'm pretty sure it's some algorithm that eBay has. I can have a multi-quantity listing and it'll sit there forever. And then all of a sudden there's a couple of sales that get some traction and I keep selling. Sold another one of these guys. Make sure I get a clean one. $8 or $7, $6.80. Sold a hoodie. I guess you put it in here. There it is. Pretty nice Nike hoodie. Colts hoodie. I got around $21 for that on sale. All right, the next thing is in C. Let's see. It's in C. Here it is. It's 2 little guys. They're like little Yeti can coolers. I don't think they're coolers. I think they just actually, these little things screw off the top. But I picked these up for like 50 cents a piece at a garage sale. And I think I got around $12, $13 for that. Pretty good. Really light, will ship easy. Easy and cheap. The next thing is on the media shelf. Just picked this up the other day. I'm telling you, don't sleep on DVDs. If you get the right ones, if you can find the right thing, you can make a little bit of money. $2 into this. I listed less than a week. It sold for about $25. And the last thing we're gonna pull right now is in this closet in E. I'm trying to phase this place out. This where I store inventory out. It's just I was gonna just use it for shipping supplies and other things and try to get all the inventory out of the house. But there's still stuff in here. This sold super cheap. I think it was like $4. Took a while to sell. I wouldn't normally have listed this individually, but this is back when COVID kind of started and you couldn't get inventory, or it was harder to find inventory for most people. So I had a lot of stuff laying around the house. I just listed it. First, this is gonna end the week. It is Sunday night and we're gonna wrap this week up. So the first thing is an A. It is a camera, like a filter. I think it is this. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So I got this with the camera and some other stuff. This sold on an offer for $24 and like 34 cents. All right, the next thing that sold is over here on the G rack, and it's some shoes. These are actually used. These sold for really clean condition. I don't think I paid but a couple of bucks of these at a yard sale. So they were so cheap. I bought them and they sold for $13.80 plus shipping. So I sold one of these, and this is the 3rd or 4th one I sold. 50 cents at a thrift store, and this sold for $11.80 plus, well, actually with free shipping. So I sold a bunch. I put it down here. The G.I. Joe stuff, or toys. It's not just G.I. Joe in here. I sold a bunch of stuff out of here over the weekend, partly because I had 4 or 5 auctions going. So I'm gonna pull it all out and I'm gonna show you what sold and what it sold for. So here's the Joe stuff that sold. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things going out. All right, real quick. So this sold, not at auction, that sold for about $18 plus shipping. These was a lot of figures that sold for $66 plus shipping. This lot of 4 figures sold for $62, and these sold at auction. $62 plus shipping. This is also a lot of figures that sold at auction, $62 plus shipping. And then here's a lot of 4 that went at auction for $24.50, I believe, plus shipping. And then this guy sold individually for about $12, and that wasn't at auction. One more thing sold from here, and this is something I picked up probably a year ago at a yard sale for like $1. Just had it in a stack, got around to listing it the other day, and it is a 4K DVD Blu-ray, and that sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, so the next thing is in I. Here's I. And so happy to see these things moving. Somebody bought 2 of them. So, I don't know. Seems like with the multi-quantity listings, when you start selling 1 or 2, they just keep selling. So these sold for like 15, 16 bucks a piece plus shipping. Gotta take the stickers off of them. They're brand new old stock, like they say microscope. They're really like little magnifiers, like portable magnifiers. So somebody bought 2 of those. Great deal, or great sell for how much I got into those. Happy to see them going out. This next thing sold so quick, I don't know why. I just bought it at a yard sale yesterday, and I listed it. There was none used sold. There was several new listed and sold, but it looks like they were going about $50, $60 with shipping new. So this guy, it's a hand massager. Put your hand in there. Works. It's in good, clean condition, and that sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, so the next thing to sell was a replacement part for a CPAP machine. And you can't sell CPAP machines, but you can sell parts to them. And I have some brand new things here, parts to them. Let's see if I can find this guy. It's somewhere in here. I'll be right back. All right, it was actually the thing I just picked up, was this guy. Sold really cheap. I think it was like $8. Next thing that sold is in K. This is a camera. So some cameras you can do really well on, some cameras not so much. But I think this is it here. It's a Pentax camera. Yep, this is it. Only sold for like $14. And I'm sure I only had a couple dollars into this. Whenever I get stuff that looks like this super cheap, I usually just buy it and hope it's worth some money. That sold are some pants. I bought 2 pairs of these and I just sold 1 pair the other day. I had a lot of washers, so I sent out some offers. And I listed for $23.80, sent out offers for $19.80. I think there were 6 or 7 watchers that got the offer. Someone took it and they paid for it. Some nice North Face pants. All right, the first thing is behind me on what I'm calling the media shelf, and it was a PS4 game. There he is right here. This guy sold for $6.80 plus shipping. Picked this up at a yard sale, have maybe $1 or $2 into this. All right, the next thing is out here in the toys, parts and pieces bin. And this is something that I just showed on a previous video. Well, it's probably been a week or 2 ago now. But I did what I'm calling an eBay arbitrage buy. I bought a whole lot of stuff for $17, $18 all in, and these guys sold for about $20 plus shipping. And then we have the last thing I'm gonna pull for today anyway, I think, is an old vintage BMX bike. Pretty cool, 70s or 80s. It's used, cleaned it up, it looks okay. I think these are just kind of hard to find. So I took an offer of $20 plus shipping on this. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.